coming to a YouTube channel near you.
Well, hello there, John, Kathy, Denise, Rosemary Ottoman, Gary Spikes. We got Roger Blair in the background. Hello there, everybody. Cindy Simpson, welcome. Leonard, how you doing there, Leonard? Well, nice to see everybody. Julianne, welcome, Julianne. Denise, welcome. Well, don't forget, everybody, to check out her store, Penny Van. We got our Bigfoot shirts in stock now. And don't forget about Jiffy Bigfoot now shipping. So, Angela, how are you doing today?
Doing great. After a great workout at CrossFit, 85 degrees, and try to keep up.
Welcome, Jason. Nice to see you back in the house. Yeah. So, round of applause for everybody. So interesting. Yeah. So nice to see everybody. John, yeah. Hi. So round of applause for everybody once more. Very interesting. So I've been staying busy. So tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern time, we got a marathon going. We got 2 new shows starting at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Wow. So I cannot wait. Very interesting. So what are we going to do tonight? I am open to anything. Welcome back, Wood Cryptids. Hello from the dark side. So welcome. Nice to have you again. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know the rules and how we roll. So if you want to get in line, go ahead and say me, and I will start clicking on your name and put you in line for whatever readings you all want. So first come, first serve, and I will start clicking on names. So just let me know what kind of readings you want, because Julianne's like, me. All right, Julianne, we got you first in line. We got you. All right, so I'll start clicking on names. So what have you been up to, Angela?
Oh, I went to the Anchorage Mansion, did readings there. There was a little bit of paranormal activity there. So
really?
There is a very large, of course, that mansion is haunted, but the Anchorage Mansion at one time associated with the Putnam family. There's a giant portrait of Douglas Putnam in the parlor area where I usually do my readings. And It's very heavy painting. It's one of these paintings that is probably 50, 60 pounds, and it takes 2 people on a ladder to even move it. And it's always level for as long as I've known it. And I came, the last time I left, it was perfectly level. Came back this time, and it had been moved. And it had been slightly turned. So we had to, me and another woman had to gently try to lift it up together and then he set it on the floor so we get it hung up properly again. So that was a little prank by Douglas Putnam.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. So we got some names here. So I guess there's a couple people in here that I have never done a reading for. So I will, I guess, get my deck out and start and participate and see what we can do. Welcome back, Woods. Welcome, everybody. Jason, hello there. Nice to see you again. And the first one in line is going to be Julianne. All right, Julianne. Angela has got you. I got Julianne, Henry, Cindy, Denise, Backwood Cryptids, Anna, Cindy, Liana, and Rosemary. Anybody else I missed, just make sure put it all in caps.
All right. So the first rune I get for Julie is Helgalas. This is where we get the rune hell, or the word hell from. This is the hell stone. This can be interference, disruption, but also a shift in perception. I'm getting like there's like a major shift coming your way, a major shift, like a major shift in your perception, like your world's being turned upside down in a major way. But it's a part of a transformation that's going on. It'll be positive on the other side of it. The next one I get is Gabo. So Gabo is gift. And this is the exchange of energy, the giving. And of course, I'm getting this as rune is saying to trust the process. This is something that spirit is doing. And with Helgenos, it's just like with the hailstone. We get a lot of hail, and your crops haven't grown, and you just have, water for your crops. If you have crops out, they're obviously destroyed. But in this case, I'm getting the sense that this is more positive. It's more positive. That this is a transformation that's happening to you, a major transformation. The next rune I have is Othala. So Othala, this is inheritance, prosperity, DNA, honor. I'm getting the sense off of this rune that you come out of it a much stronger person and much more confident, more in control, with more honor on the other end of it.
Interesting. All right, next up, Henry says, "Here is your pineapple." Are you?
Are you talking about SpongeBob?
All right, Henry. Yes, and you are up. So let's see what Henry comes up with.
Oh, hello, Henry.
Oh, Angela.
Yeah. Here's your pineapple.
Yeah. Yeah, he wants a rating from you.
Okay.
That's what I said. Is he playing SpongeBob?
That's what I think it's pineapple. So
I live under the sea with this. I don't know. I forgot the lyrics now. Anyway.
Henry. Okay, Henry. The very first rune I get for you is Sowilo. So this is the rune of success, sudden change, sudden epiphany. But I get the sense of being on high, like you're feel high on life right now. It's like you're doing really well. And the next rune I got for you is Raito. So Raito means honor, integrity, a journey with honor, that you're keeping, you're sticking to what you believe is right, and trusting that. I'm getting that you're a very good stickler for that. It's like you stick to the rules. You stringently stick to what's right. I mean, more so than most people out there. It's like you're very, very strict on that. Very moral. The next rune I get, well, I got two runes for the last one. Because one just popped out with the other one. So I got two more runes for you. So the next rune I got was Isa. Isa meaning pause, take a break, but delay. I'm getting a sense of enjoy this time now. This is what Isa is saying. Enjoy this time now. And the next rune I got is Kenyas. So Kenyas mean that you need to start trusting yourself more. This is your inner light. This is your intuition, where you can trust your intuition more. So you're being led in small steps to trust your intuition and learning to trust it more.
Interesting. All right, let's see who's next here. All right, so next up, Cindy. All right. So Cindy, I need. Wow. So Cindy, all right? So, can you hear me? Okay. Does my mic sound fine? Am I too loud?
You're fine.
Okay. Cindy, attention, Cindy. What's going on in your life? Let me grab my deck. Something ain't right.
You want me to read her while you grab the deck, or no?
Now, hold on for 1 second. I want her to answer. Yes. Okay. Here. So, what's going on in your life, Cindy? What the hell was that? Don't tell me it's a doll. If that's a doll, I'm gonna freak. That's not funny.
Oh no! What? There's a doll down there.
Oh, okay. False alarm. Woo! It's a card. That scared the dickens out of me. All right. Woo. Just took Ricky one. Oh, okay. Let me fix my camera. There we go. My lighting's off in the studio. There we are. All right. Okay. So that's what I'm feeling. So you're adjusting to the energy. Awesome. All right. Let me shuffle here. But I'm picking up something else. I don't know what it is. Let's see what the cards can tell me. Man, I really thought that was a doll. That really scared the jeebers out of me.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right, Cindy, let's see what the cards are going to show me. All right. All right, so so the first card I get is the Seven of Cups. Let's see if I can. Man, the camera's off. Let me fix my light here. There we go. Seven of Cups. All right. So when I get the Seven of Cups, the first thing it's showing me that in the past that you had some disappointments, some withdrawals. I don't know if you abandoned some things or if you felt abandonment. I don't know. But it seems like, when you look at the card, it shows that your back was turned on things. So I don't know if somebody's done that to you in the past. I don't know what it is, but it's very cloudy. But when I look at the next card, it's the Three of Pentacles, right? And when we look at this card, it tells me that whatever you came from, I don't know, you got so much energy. Wherever you came from, you learn from it. You're starting to feel some fulfillment, right? So I don't know if it's the Reiki that's helping you, that's giving you an outlet from your past. I don't know. But I'm showing that there's possibly some teamwork going to happen with somebody or with a group of people. And it could be for what you're learning. I don't know. But the last card I've got is the Queen of Pentacles, right? And when I see the Queen of Pentacles, it tells me about your personality. And when I see that, it tells me that you're very practical. You're kind of homely in a sense, that you are a motherly person. You're very secure in yourself. I see this when somebody's down to earth and it's got a lot of compassion. But you got a lot of good things heading your way. You got a bright future. I do see your life changing. I do see things coming your way that's going to be fulfilled. I don't know, whatever you're doing, stay on this path. It's kind of done a 360 from what you did from 6 to 8 months ago. So keep on that journey. However, you do need to have a conversation that's going to be tough. I'm not going to say what it is here. Something that's kind of been troubling you from time to time, but it needs to be addressed. Do you know what I'm talking about? Ooh, well, we're way. Cindy, does that resonate with you? And while she is typing, Angela, if you want to go ahead and get started.
Okay. I'm going to use Bloodstone runes for this reading. Go on to those. Okay, so the first rune I pick up for you, Cindy, this is Tidewe. This is the rune of victory, oath, taking a vow, the North Star, guidance. What I've gotten that you decided to take an oath, like you're taking a vow, like you're taking something up that you promised yourself you would do this. Okay, and so you bound yourself to that. The next rune I get is, this is algae. So this represents sanctuary, protection. It feels like this rune is making me feel like that you lacked a lot of sanctuary in your life. It's like you had a lot of vulnerability, and this rune is telling me that you've had so much vulnerability that you're longing for a place of sanctuary. And I'm being told this room, when it comes to sanctuary, that it's coming. Basically, it's coming. You will get that sanctuary. You will establish that protection for yourself. The Reiki work will definitely help with that, because but the room's making me feel like like one is being created for you. It's like a sanctuary is being created for you, like a safe space is created for you that you can work in and live in. And the last rune I got is Helgelaz. So Helgelaz being a rune of transformation, protection. And I feel this in a very strong positive sense. I keep feeling a lot of energy in my hands. And it's probably the Reiki coming through because I've also done Reiki. I feel it very strongly. It's like this is a major transformation, a major energy shift for you. So again, with Helgelaz being in the most positive sense of the word, a major transformation, like a complete 360 from where you were. You're planning to become something completely different, someone completely amazing. So stay on that path.
Interesting. Was that similar to mine? Because I wasn't even paying attention. I was looking at comments.
And there's Denise.
Was that similar to mine, to what I gave her?
I was similar in the sense to talk about, you only said it word for word, a 360 transformation.
Okay.
I showed it at the end of the runes. And that what I got was a sense of vulnerability and like a lack of safety, and that's coming for her. The spirit world is planning a place, a sanctuary for her, a state of sanctuary and peace. And then the very first rune was that she had made a promise to herself to do this, to make this transformation happen.
Denise, what's been on your mind? Jessica, I got you in line. Cindy, you're welcome. But, you need to probably address that conversation when you have a chance.
Okay. And then Denise is next.
Yeah. So, Denise, what's been going on with you lately? I don't remember. So, when I do these, somebody asked me today, do I remember? No, I don't. Once they're spoken, I don't. So, I don't remember your last one. So, I don't write these down. But temperance is what I got. So when I see this, we talk about purpose. We there's always a purpose in our life, right? And when we do this, we got to think about patience. And I don't know, because I'm getting mixed. But purpose and meaning, balance and moderations, and those things can be very hard to digest. Thinking why 9/11 hasn't got back to me. Okay. So that's going to be why you got the Ace of Wands. So when I see the Ace of Wands, there is inspirations, creation, beginnings, and potentials, right? So we need to focus on things and focus that energy into manifestations. Yeah. So that's so I'm actually understanding your energy from that. It's very distraughting. So, and I got the Two of Wands, and the reason why I'm hesitating talking is that the Two of Wands in reverse it's basically the fear of the unknown. In lack of planning, because you don't know the outcome, you don't know what's going to happen. And I mean, the cards you're actually telling is just what you said. I mean, there's no other way around what you said is what the cards are showing. Think positive. I know, unfortunately, some of the people that I know that's dealing with the same thing, some of them have got some resolution while others have not. I don't know how that works. But hopefully we can pray for you and get you through this, and hopefully get you some compensation, because the funds are out there. I don't know how that's divvied up and passed around. I still don't understand how that works. So we'll get you some power to prayer for you and keep you in our thoughts on that. So yes, absolutely. Angela, what do you have?
Okay, so the first rune I get is I was. So this is death and regeneration. So I got that you are in the process of going through a regeneration. I'm being told by this rune that trust the process, that you're going through some sort of growth and transformation, and that you need to trust the process, that let it happen naturally. You can't force this. This is something that has to occur on its own time. The next rune I got is Tidewe. So Tidewe is the rune of, this is Odin's spear. It's pointing to the North Star. It's oath. It's taking a vow. It's a promise. But the impression I'm getting on here is that you're standing strong. It's more of like, I'm standing strong. I'm standing my ground. I'm standing my ground. I'm still standing strong. The next rune I have is, this is Thorosauce. Okay? And Thorosauce here is being a word of caution. Caution, not to take any risk at this point, but to stay where you are now and not take chances that might be very risky at this point. So that's what I'm getting. Although there's one more rune I'm going to head and drew, and this is Dagaz. So Dagaz is the rune of enlightenment. It's the highest point of the sun. It's the light and the dark. It's the balance between the two, light and shadow. So it's in this sense, I'm getting the sense of like you're going to reach this sense of peace, and it's going to be very balancing for you. It's a sense of peace. It's a sense of completion after you go through this transformation, after this regeneration.
It's terrible. I to feel what she's going through, that's awful. I don't get it. Is Backwood Cryptid's back? Is he back in the audience? I know he had to step away. So let's see if he's back. All right, Backwood Cryptids, we'll give him a second to respond and see if he's in the audience. If not, we'll go with the next person. We'll come back to him. Yeah, I don't know how they operate, because I don't see how they can pay some people, not the others. But all right, Backwood Cryptids, last call. We'll skip you. We'll come back. If not, all right, next person. Anna D. Go ahead, Angela, for Anna D.
Anna D. So I was drawn to these rings over here for Anna. So these out. These rings have a lot of good heart energy. So this is Ansus. So this is more like wisdom, speaking wisdom. I get the impression that it's like you have this flow of consciousness. Like sometimes words just come out of your mouth and you have no idea why they're there or why they come out, but it's just like in a flow. And it's just it's almost like you're channeling and you're just speaking and you're not always aware of what you're actually saying. Because that does have to do with speaking with Ansus. It's often is channeling the spirit realm. But for you, I just get the impression that you just say things that it's almost like they just flow out of your mouth. It's like from either your higher self or your subconscious. They just come out. It's like there's no filter there. And the next rune I have is Mana. So Mana is the rune of humanity, is the connection from the spirit world to the physical world. It's also human intellect. I'm getting the impression of that you have a very intellectually focused area, and it feels like it's hard to focus sometimes with your mind. I'm getting the sense too that it's just like your mind is sometimes it's just scattered all over the place, and it's hard for you to get it together. It's hard to focus, but you do have the intellect is there and the ability is there. It just feels like you need a deeper connection to spirit to maybe help calm that down, perhaps doing some sort of meditation. But I get the sense of like a scattered mind. The next rune I get is this one. So this one is Pertho. This is the die cup. It means good luck, good fortune. And this is the future. What I'm getting off of this for you in regard to your future, I'm feeling a very positive vibe for your future. It feels like this scatteredness and is going to go away, and it feels like you have a good future ahead. It just feels positive. I don't know what it all is, but there's something very positive. It's like your life is in process of changing and turning out to something more positive, and you'll feel, and I actually get the sensation that you feel more calm, more centered, more peaceful. So that's going to happen in your future.
So I don't know what kind of ring you just gave her. I was lost in. Welcome, Lauren. Nice to see you. An oracle card. I don't know why, but I never used this deck once again. So it's messages of cosmic oracle cards is what the deck is. So let's see what the deck says for Anna D. Here I'm getting some decks out I never used. So it says, I don't know what kind of reading you gave her, but it says, do something kind for someone without any expectation. Are you having any guilt for something? Have you not done your good deed in a while or something? What kind of reading did you give her?
I told her that she has this mouth that her mouth just goes on its own, and she says things a lot. It just flows out of her mouth, and she validated that. She doesn't have that kind of self-control. Also, I got Manas, which is the rune of humanity, in that I felt an intellect, and I felt like her mind was so scattered and unfocused and distracted. And then the next rune I got was Pertho, and Pertho advised that this is going to be going away from her, that she's just going to have a life circumstance is going to change for her where she can actually feel more peaceful and be more focused.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, Anna, your future is going to be fine, but make sure and do a good deed for somebody. So I don't know why, but yeah, okay, good. Backwood Cryptids, are you in the house? If not, we'll go to Liana. Backwood Cryptids, are you back in the audience? Give them a second to respond here. If not, we'll go to Liana. I know it's wild. I never played with that deck before. So I had to look in the drawer.
I can't hardly see it because my background screen and the deck screen. I got
right.
Panda. I got a Panda tarot card. It's got these cute little pandas.
Oh, I see part of it. Yeah. All right, we'll go to Liana. All right, Liana. How are you doing tonight? She's like, me. All right, Liana. She's always got good energy.
Okay, so the very first.
Oh, yeah, Anna. I know exactly what you're saying. Oh, yeah. You always got those. Absolutely.
Liana,
what in the world?
Very first rune I got for you is Pertho. This is the rune of the future, the rune of the unknown. I'm getting a sense of this rune is going that this is setting up for your rest of your reading. Is telling you that this reading is going to be more about your future, about what you're concerned about. Next rune I got is Isa. Isa meaning pause, delay. I'm feeling a little bit of frustration from this. It's like you got a block in front of you and you want that block moved, and you're just so frustrated that it's still there and still hasn't moved. Okay, and then the last rune I got is Ingwa. So this is the rune of prosperity, stability, and it's male. It's the male protector of the household, the father god, Ingwas. I'm getting the sensation here that things will be tough, but you do get through it. You do get through this block, and you found that there's no other way around it but through. So you go through, but you come up on the other end much stronger and more stable, and that you set yourself up well as a result. You're able to go through it and able to arrive victorious on the other side of it.
I'm not pulling any more decks out. I got 3 decks out. So this deck I never used. This is another it's a Pantera Oracle deck card, and I got strategy. So the reason why you got strategy, I don't know what you're doing in life. I didn't get to hear what Angela said is, but usually when you get a strategy card is that you need to be careful about planning. You need to be careful about predictions about what you're going to do on your next move. You need to think about what you're thinking and before you do things. Okay. So think very carefully about how you're going to do things and plan them out. I don't know what you're doing or what you're going to do or what you are doing, but when you get something like that, just think about it. So interesting. All right. We'll see if Backwood Cryptid's in the house. If not, we'll go to the next one. Good night, John T. Thanks for tuning in, kind sir. Catch you on the next show. All right. Let's see. Lauren, I got you in line. Dildo, welcome to the show. Nice to see you, stranger. All right, here. And it's Backwood Cryptids in the house. Okay, so it does resonate. And it's just weird. I don't know why these cards just come in line with people. So, yes, Lauren, I got you in line there. All right, so Backwood Cryptids. If not, you're welcome, Liana. All right, Backwood Cryptids, we'll skip you again. And next in line is Rosemary.
Rosemary, okay.
Hello, Patricia. Welcome back.
And I'm gonna use white quartz runes here for Rosemary. So the first rune I get is I was death and regeneration. And it feels like to me that you've come off of something, like you're recovering from something. It feels like to me this death and regeneration, like you just went through something and now you're in the regeneration phase. It feels like it might even be health related. The next rune I get is Tidewe. The rune, I keep hearing the word justice with this. Justice. Usually it stands for oath keeping, the going towards heaven, like using heaven as your guide, and also the warrior type of stance, the warrior attitude. And it feels like justice. I just keep hearing justice, like something needs to be balanced out. Like a right needs, like a wrong need to be made right. The impression as I get off of that. And the next rune I get is Isa. So Isa is saying here, be patient. Be patient. This will come. This will come. Be patient. I just see like this theme of justice with you. Like something needs to be set straight or set right.
Interesting. All right, Kathy A is up on the deck now. Kathy A. Why are you? I don't know. This is strange. Kathy, what's going on in your life? How are you doing? I don't know if it's me or if it's you. I got nauseated. So, why do I hate their war? Patience, right? I totally understand. All right. Kathy A, are you still in here? Word patience. Yeah, I saw that, Lauren, when I was watching one of those lives on Things Network. I was in between shows and I was watching you commentary. So I'm going to do I don't know why, but this don't seem right. I don't know. This is not. So what's going on with you, Kathy? How's your life been treating you? I'm going to do a test here. Okay, so I pulled 6 cards, 3 from each deck. So let's start with the King of Swords. Like a roller coaster. Well, evidently you are right in line with the cards. So the King of Swords tells me right up front, when I look at this, it tells me that, you know, you are a clear thinker. It tells me that you do have authority, intellectual power. There's some truth to that. Okay. When I look at your next card is the Temperance, but it's in reverse. And when I see that in reverse, it shows me there's an imbalance. There's an excess, a lack of long-term vision. This goes what you say. I'll use your key phrase, roller coaster ups and downs. But however, when I go to your third card, it shows me the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of swords. And the 10 of swords shows me just what it says. It's all into the person's back. It shows me you feel betrayal, endings, loss, defeat, crisis, backstab, that you have not been treated fairly or right in whatever circumstances you're gone through or have been going through or going through right now. However, I pulled 3 more cards from a separate deck just to validate what I was feeling. And your life has been an adventure. So, and the reason why I have these other oracle cards, it shows me that you do have a passion to get through these extremities that you're going through, but it also tells me that some of it is kind of your fault, not trying to call you out on the carpet, but you need to plan a little bit better. But however, there's some outside forces that are causing you to kind of not be on the right path. But once again, I pull 3 more cards because it's telling me when the nightmare card comes up that it has been, like you said, a roller coaster. But it also shows me you've been suffering through darkness and persecution because of the things you've been going through. So what we need to do, we need to stop, take a breath, take 2 steps back. And there's one conversation that you need to have with this particular person that you've been putting off that needs to be addressed. And I think that would probably solve some of your entanglements that you're going through, but you need to put it behind you. And it's going to be tough. You know, once you get through that, I think you're going to have open sails to the blue, wide ocean. And I think your water will be a lot calmer than what it is and has been. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. Welcome, Hannah. Nice to see you. And I have no idea if she's been talking. How long the doll's been acting? They kind of been good so far. So, Kathy A, does this resonate with you at all? Hopefully she didn't fall off the couch. Welcome, Curtis. You been hanging any chickens in trees lately? Hey there, Hannah. I was just talking about you. Spot on with my, okay. I didn't want to call him out on the show, but you did. But yeah, I would address that. But so, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Ooh. So for the audio listeners, Kathy A responded, spot on with my ex, stab, betrayal, X is 2 Cancer. I went back to take care of him, and he told our son he wishes our son wasn't born. That is very traumatic. And I don't know how your son's probably under the age 12, 14. I don't know, going by energy. But, you know, that he will never forget that. I'm sorry. And then it's really rough. I knew Curtis was going to laugh on that. I talk about that all the time, Curtis. But that is 23. Okay. Still young at heart. So, but he's never going to forget that. But yeah, yeah. Well, you know, Curtis says chemo can do that. I don't know. I never been through chemo. Luckily, I never had to have chemo with my cancer, right? So tell me, okay, so that's where I was getting that age. Okay. All right. I'm learning my age. I'm learning my ages. I'm trying. But yeah, but once you have that conversation, things are gonna get a little bit better. But it's rough, Kathy. But I do see things getting better for you. All right. All
And
right.
Barbara
Now,
wanted one too.
all right. Let's see who I got up. Now is Backwood Cryptids back in the studio. Backwood Cryptids, are you back? We'll give him a second to say something, make sure he's back. If not, we'll go to the next person. Sending prayers and love for Kathy. Absolutely. Yeah, and thanks for letting us read you guys. Sometimes after the show, I get really wore out and I get a headache, but it's worth it. Room for me, Standing Stones. I always make room for my buddy. So just have good thoughts. Don't be thinking nasty things. I get embarrassed.
Barbara Woodbury, she wanted a reading too, I think, or Barbara Spur wanted
So I've got Backwoods, I got Jason, Jessica, Sunny, Woo Rider, Lauren, Nilda, Barbara, and Standing Stones. Yeah, so I got her. I just want to make sure. Let's see here. Standing Stones is laughing. All right, next up, he did not respond. So we'll come back to him. Who did I say was next? Jason. And I'll let you start it out. I got to shuffle the cards for Jason.
All right, Jason. The first rune I get for you. This is Urus. So Urus is the rune of strength. It feels like to me that you've been struggling or stringing. And it feels like you are out of strength. You need a lot of strength to get through it. Usually, sometimes when I see this rune, I see resilience as being what is really being referenced here. It feels like you are in constant need of resilience. The next rune I get is Othala. So Othala is family, inheritance, honor, prosperity. I get a sense of like everything's kind of been blown to the wind in a sense. Like scatter the wind, like your connections or your support have been kind of scattered to the winds. But I also get a sense that the universe sees that and there is going to be support for you. I just don't know what form it's going to be. And here it comes as a Sporcana. So this is for female. This is protection. This is comfort. This is wholeness. I feel whole again. So I feel like you're going to come through this. You're going to be comforted and definitely feel whole again. Feel like you've been made well again. It will just be a while once you go through this time.
Okay. Let's see. Tonight, I'm trying to figure out where we're broadcasting. Jason's up next. Okay, Jason. Let me shuffle the cards, Jason. All right, Jason. Let's see what the cards are going to tell me. All right. So the first card I got is Justice. The Justice card tells me quite a bit. And when I see that card, I'm trying to pick up on your energy too. So I'm trying to remember. I think I read you before. I don't think there's a lot of justice going on in your life right now, a lot of fairness. I think your life is a little bit upside down right now, and you're trying to get a handle on it. The next card I got is the Five of Cups. And when I see that, it just like the picture shows you, 3 cups are knocked over, 2 cups are in the back. There's a lot of disappointment, despair, bereavement, loss. This can be on a relationship. a marriage. I see a lot of disappointment. I don't know. Have we talked about this before? Let's see. Where am I at, Jason? This resonates. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And the other card I've got, it's in reverse. It's the Chariot. The Chariot in reverse, when I see that card, is that you really feels like you don't have a lack of control, lack of direction right now. And you got a lot of, I don't want to call it hatred. I did. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to remember. A lot of stuff built up inside you. It feels like this is a marriage, isn't it? I think this is a marriage is what I'm picking up on. And I think there's a third party. And I think that's where the Three of Cups are coming in play. So, but yeah, this is what I think this is what the cards are telling me. But I do see the light at the end of the tunnel. There are some tough conversations that need to be taken place. And, fight what is right in your heart and go from there. But don't give up, work through the darkness. But don't let this overwhelm you and consume you, because this is, I think it has, I feel like you're not sleeping at night. I feel like it's really affecting you a lot. And this can cause a lot of problems. The domino effect is what I call it. But I do see this turn around this year. I don't know how. I would have to pull more cards to do that, but I do see light in the tunnel. I don't know how it's going to be fixed, but I don't know if okay, he says yes. All right. No backwoods. We're waiting on you. We just skipped you. So, all right, Angel, your turn.
All righty, and backwoods cryptids. Let's do backwoods cryptids. Okay.
Sorry, Kathy A. I hate to hear that, darling. And I'll shuffle my cards for backwoods.
Okay, so backwoods cryptids. The first room that I am picking up here again is Gurus. This is strength. I'm getting the impression that you've been through a lot of really intense difficulties recently, but they're over with. It's like you've gone through them, and now you can look back on them now that they're over. I just got a sense you've had a lot of difficulties that you've gone through. It's very intense. And the next rune I got is Isa. So Isa is the rune of ice, and it's like glacier ice, big ice. Whenever I see delay or patience, sometimes rest. It feels like this is time to take a breath. I feel like this rune is calling on you to rest and to take care of yourself and to focus on being rather calm, being peaceful, meditation, and just focusing on yourself, on your rest, on your peace. And the next rune I got is land goose. So the land goose means growth here, like rapid growth. I feel like you've grown as a person because of the difficulty, and you will continue to grow as a person and continue to make progress in your character, a stronger and better person that you were meant to be.
Okay. And I think this is for backwoods, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me click on his name. Let's see here. All right, backwoods. Let me click off this name. All right, after backwoods is Jessica. All right, so backwoods, the first card I pulled is the Six of Cups. And when I pull the Six of Cups, right, I don't know if you are planning on reunion, if you are thinking about childhood memories, or you getting ready to, I don't know. It's just you. I don't know if you was reminiscing about stuff, or you getting ready to revisit something, or I have no idea. But something's going to pop up, or has, or you're getting ready to do something that is from your past. I don't know what that means to you. But I also got the Wheel of Fortune card. Now, when I see the Wheel of Fortune card, right, that tells me a lot. It also shows me that there was probably some negative external forces that were probably in your life that was probably out of control, that you probably had some bad luck. When I see the Wheel of Fortune, things were not always on the up and up. It was kind of bumpy throughout from time to time in your past. But when I see the last card I'll pull is the Seven of Swords, and that is actually in reverse. And when I see that card in reverse, it shows me that you had some mental challenges ahead of you or in the past, but you're also breaking free of those. So whether you are thinking about doing something and working through that, you have, but there is light in the tunnel. So are you working on a project or getting ready to do something or thinking about doing something in the future? Let's see if he answers. Because it's showing me you're going to break free and you got some clear waters ahead of you. Let me scroll down. Give him a second, see if he responds, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube show and father. Okay, so now that makes sense to me, because sometimes I'll get stuff, it doesn't make any sense to me if it makes sense to you. So I'm gonna pull another card from another deck. So it's interesting I pulled that card. So I pulled a card from one of my Oracle Cosmic cards. And it says stop pushing against what it is, right? And it says align with it and move on. So that tells me you got clear waters coming to you and you are going to prosper. And I do feel like it's going to be this year. And but one thing I will caution you on, you need to cut your ribbons that are holding you back and quit doubting yourself. I think once you do that, I think you're going to be golden. So, oops, I just changed my voice. Hold on. A major. But I think once you do that, you're going to be fine. I don't see any problems. So I'm seeing rainbows. Rainbows are usually golden. So, all right. Hopefully that helps you out. All right. Next up, Jessica. Let's see if Jessica's still here. Jessica, are you still in here? Jessica. Oh, you're welcome back, Woods. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to look into that. Ah, she said, here. All right, Jessica. All right, Angela, I'll let you start it. I got to shuffle.
All right. Jessica. So the very first rune I get for Jessica is Gabo. So Gabo is a rune of gift, trust. It feels like you're in a secure place or a secure relationship where there's a lot of good trust that's been built up, very good foundation. Excellent dependability, knowing that you can trust this person. The next rune I got is Berkana. So Berkana, keep getting the word mother with this rune, like a relationship with mother or a mother figure. Berkana usually is the mother goddess, Berkana, the protector. And I feel like there's like a good relationship with a female or with a female that is a mother to you. As protecting and guiding you, like a very positive influence. And then the next rune I have is Munyo. So Munyo is the rune of, this is a flag waving high. So this is the rune of peace, joy, new beginning, fresh start. It feels like a fresh start, like you're moving somewhere, like you're starting out in a new place is what it feels like. And this is what this rune's making me feel like, but it's a joyful thing, like joyful big change that's coming up.
It's interesting because where you stop is where my cards pick up, right? And it's fascinating to actually see that, because this time I listen. So the 1st one I got is Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles shows me that there's going to be some new prosperity, some probably financial gain coming your way. So think about it and let it manifest. So new financial opportunities. It's really good. So the next card I got is the Temperance card. And when I see the Temperance card, it tells me a lot. It tells me that you have balance in your life. You have moderation, you have patience, you have purpose, and you have meaning in your life, which is really good. It tells me about your personality. It tells me who you are and what you do. However, you can be a dagger as well. Ah! I just want to throw that out because you can be a little pistol. So, because I can fill that in. It needs. I know, right? What do you mean? Am I wrong or am I right? Just tell me. You ain't gonna make me mad. Haha. I know, right? So, but the last card I got is the Five of Wands. So whatever you're going to do in the Five of Wands, when you look at that card, what do you see? You see a struggle, right? So think about this. Whenever you are happy, what are other people not happy? They don't like seeing happy people. So some people may think of you as competition. So think about that, because that can cause strife, that can cause tension, it can cause conflict. So, and that can be usually some people close to you. It could be somebody at work. It can be family members, especially friends. So just be cautious about that, because that can cause disagreements. But other than that, I see that you can be a pistol, and then you can be, but I'm not going to say that. Yes, I know. No, that's for her. You're right. I know. Right. But other than that, you're good to go. So wonderful life. But just think about that Five of Wands card. So she is a pistol, though. All right. Next up, Sunny Fleas. You know, every time I see Sunny, guess who I think of? I get told I'm a smarty pants. I wasn't going to call you that on the air, but you said I didn't. So
Okay,
I always
Sun.
think of Sunny as Sunny Delight. So yes, she said yes.
Sunny D. Used to call it in the school. We used to call it Sunny D.
Do they do it anymore?
Pardon? Sunny D?
Do they?
Right there?
Yeah, Sunny Delight.
I think they still sell it. I think they still sell it.
Yeah, okay.
So the first rune I have for Sunny is Ingwas. This is the rune of the god Ing, the protector of the household, the male. What I get is strong. This to me is like strong stability, because the strength of this diamond shape. Like there's strong stability, but it feels a little bit elusive sometimes. It feels like you're kind of losing control over finances and things, and you're worried about that. I could feel that worry. But I also see that you've got a very good foundation as well, so that you don't have to be as worried as much. You've planned very well. And the next rune I have for Sunny is Tidewe, the rune of the vow to the North Star, the rune of the oath, the rune of the warrior. What I'm getting off of this rune, I got justice again. Like something's like a betrayal has happened, something difficult has happened, and you feel like there was a justice that's needed, but justice is coming. Justice is coming. And they feel like that justice is coming in the form of is there in the form of your success. So you see success as justice for what betrayal, and that is coming. You already have it in a sense, but it is going to manifest itself. It's going to feel like you've that a wrong has been made right because of the good that's happened to you, and that's coming for you. So the next rune I got is Isa. So Isa is the rune of delay. Could be rest, could be patience. This rune is again saying, be patient. It's coming. It's coming. So you're going to get that stability and the success that you see, as you perceive as justice for what had happened in the past.
Interesting. Sonny, are you in a relationship? I gotta know. Because I can go with these cards two ways. I don't want to go the wrong way. Anyways. Yes, okay. I just want to make sure before I read these cards, I didn't sound like a redneck. So the first card I got is the Two of Cups. And what does it look like when you see the Two of Cups? We, right? So, and when I see this, I see partnership, I see attraction, and I see a relationship. That's why I'm asking. I see it's a true bond. Sometimes if you're not in a relationship, that means possibly that somebody's going to come knocking, or you're going to find a relationship or a partner. But when I see this, I also have the Deacon card. When I see the Deacon card, it's the 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 of Pentacles. And when I see the 8 of Pentacles card, it deals with wishes. A lot of things have been fulfilled in your life. You're kind of comfortable, kind of like satisfaction, like happiness, right? To a certain extent. Overall satisfaction. But when I get the last card, it's the Devil. Now, a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's the Devil. Don't worry about that. But it's in reverse. So when I see that in reverse, we talk about sometimes you may feel that there's a detachment of some things here and there. You need to break free of something. I don't know what it is that you need to let go and get your power reclaimed. Reclaim something that you have maybe lost over the years. I don't know what that is, because I feel like you're kind of like tucking it in somewhere, not letting it out, but it needs to come out to be free. And once you let it free, you will be free of what that. And let's not call it what I want to call it, but you know what I'm talking about. But you need to let it out. And once you talk about it, maybe you need to have that conversation to let it free. Are we there? Let's see if she responds. But I think if we can talk about something and overcome the detachment, breaking free of whatever you're hiding. Hey, Crystal, welcome. That I think, okay, I think you're going to be a whole lot better off. But other than that, you got a good soul and a good heart. Very good energy. I love it. So thank you. So yes. All right, next up, Woo Wider. I can never say his name without laughing. Woo Wider. All right. His name is, I know your name, Derek. But yes. All right. After Derek, it's Lauren, then Nilda. All right. Go ahead, Angela.
All right. Woo Rider.
Yeah, Woo Rider.
Okay, so the very first rune I have for you is Othala. So Othala is a rune of family, DNA, inheritance, honor. I'm getting a sense of family with this. I see like family connection. There's still a closeness in spite of it feels rocky, but it is still a closeness to family, like family members, like blood relatives. There's still some sort of connection with them that's very strong. And the next rune I got is Uruz. So Uruz is the rune of strength, and this can also mean the drizzling rain. What I'm getting is that it feels like you need a lot of strength to go through what you're doing. It's like there are a lot of people depending on you more than what there should be, and you're being everybody's rock in their difficult times. And you're just trying to be there for everybody, but it's a lot. It's a bit overwhelming. And then the next room I have is Pertho. So Pertho, the rune of luck and of the future, the unknown. It's telling me it's not sure how this is going to work out with you taking on everybody's else's issues and putting them on yourself. There's a bit of an uncertainty there, but then that I did pull on another room just to get some clarification here. This is a room of Kenya's. This is the room of inner light, your intuition. To follow that, if it feels overwhelming and you need to, if something's warning you, like I really should take care of myself, then take care of yourself, because it feels like you're trying to be you're everybody's rock and everybody's taking on everybody else's stuff. And this can actually be very damaging for you if you don't take care of yourself as well.
All right. Next up, Nilda. Nilda. So, Nilda, what's going on with you? I'm getting mixed emotions with you right now.
I'm using the blood runes at this point, the bloodstone runes. So, Nilda. So the very first one, the rune I get is Manas. So this is the rune of intellect, humanity, also the rainbow bridge that connects from the spirit world, from the physical world to the spirit world. I'm just getting like a lot of people issues. I feel like there's a lot of people issues, like a lot of chaos going around with people, and they're making it difficult for you. They're making life a lot difficult for you. And the next rune I have is Gabo. Gabo is gift, trust, and it feels like, hey, this is noticed. Like there is somebody, the spirit world's taking notice of this. Like all these people are kind of driving you nuts and trying to pull you in another direction. But there's a gift. There's a gift. There's a gift in it. There's something in there about gift. This is about you have a gift within yourself to handle this. Also, there's a sense of support coming down from somewhere else, from outside yourself, some support in this situation with all these people and how to handle this and to get out of this situation. The next room I got is Inga. So Ingwas again. I feel like there's a return to peace and stability. I see those people on the outside, but they can't disturb your stability that you end up having. You have this strong stability, strong boundaries that they can no longer get through. And these people that are being a nuisance are just left to the outside and they can't do any more harm. They've set up such strong boundaries, they're not able to get through. And there's a great deal of a sense of peace and power with that. Like, aha, you can't do this to me anymore.
Yeah, you got this, Nilda. And Barbara, are you in the house, Barbara? Are you still here? Give a second for Barbara to respond. Nilda says, yes, so true. Okay, we'll see if Barbara's here. If not, we'll go to Standing Stones. Standing Stones, are you still here? Barbara or Standing Stones? Okay, Barbara's here.
Barbara's
all right.
here.
All right, Barbara's on the block. Okay.
All right, Barbara. This should be a band, Barbara on the block, right?
Right.
We had new kids on the block. Let's have Barbara on the block. All right, so the next runes for Barbara. So the runes I get for Barbara, the very first rune I get is Wunyo. So Wunyo is fresh start, peace, prosperity. I feel like there's a fresh start in your health outlook that's coming. A very fresh perspective where you actually have a lot of hope, a lot of joy, and it really, your health starts working out for you. You start getting better. It just is an amazing change in your health in a very positive direction. The next rune I have is Ansus. So Ansus is the rune of wisdom, but particularly speaking, and it has to do with talking. And I feel like you're going to be engaged in more speaking for yourself more, standing up for yourself, speaking more, speaking your truth more and more, feeling empowered to speak what you need to say. It feels like you take control, like you take back control and you stand up for yourself. And it feels like it has to do with the doctors or medical people that you're speaking with, and you speak more of the truth of them, exactly what's on your mind. The next room, this is right though. And I remember on my Facebook page, this came up for you too. On my Facebook page, you said number 3 and it had to be right though. And it's come up for you again. So right though is the solar wheel of Odin's wheel of the chariot, and means right action and means right honor, integrity. And I got right action, like making the right choices, like you're making the right choices for you and to stay on that right path that is just for you. Like you're right on the money, right on the path that you need to be.
All right, this is for Nilda. I got the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups, it shows me about abandonment, disappointment, a lot of withdrawal, because it shows the person walking away from the Cups. And I think Angela did a good point of talking about that, about how you felt. The card actually reflects this as well. The next card I got, when I look at it, and it's in reverse, is Justice. And when I get the card in reverse, it talks about same thing, unfairness, a lot of lack of accountability, some dishonesty that probably went back and forth. I don't know if it's within the family or within the circle of trust that you have within your, I don't want to say household, but let's just call it what it is, the circle of trust. We'll just keep it at that label. But it's really affected you because I think some of these people are family members. And I think it's some of the ones that you thought you can actually count and lean on, and it turned out not to be. And that's very disheartening. The next card I've got was the 4 Swords. And when you see that, the picture speaks 1,000 words, right? And, you know, we look at that, you know, we want rest, we want relaxation, we want passivity, you know, we want to contemplate, you know, what's our next moves, you know, we want some repercussions of what's going to happen. And I do see that happening. I do see that coming up down the road. Now, a time frame, I'm not good with time frames yet, but I do see something happening with you. But I also see that you're going to have some conversations with people that you don't want to have conversations with, but I think it needs to happen to get you to that relaxation and rest part that you do deserve for what you've been putting in and dealing with. For some time, it seems like, from your energy, you got a good soul and a good heart, and I think you're taking on a lot and dealing with a lot, and I think you're dealing with it by yourself. So hopefully that resonates. Yes, okay, it does. All right, good. Hannah Slate, are you still in here? Hannah Slate, I'm looking for a Hannah Slate and Patricia Bunn and Standing Stones, the last 3. So Hannah Slate, Patricia Bond, Standing Stones, last 3. All right, Hannah. All right, Hannah. Let me shuffle the cards and we'll do you next then. All right, here. Let's see here. Let's see what we got for Hannah here. Shuffle them real good. All right, Hannah. Let's pull you some cards here. All right. All right, here. All right, so the first card I've got is this is the Lover's card. When I look at this Lover's card, a couple of things come to mind. It's showing me that there's an imbalance, that your relationship is not in a line. We call this disharmony. There's a misalignment of values, I think. I don't think you both see on the same line, right? And this is what we call the lover's card. And when we say that, when it's in reverse, we don't see eye to eye on things. I don't know why that is. So let's take a look at the next card. The next card you got is the warmth card, the sun. The sun card tells me about you. It tells me about your personality. It tells me that you're very positive. You got the vitality with you. You're fun. Just like the sun card that we recognize, it's warmth. You are very successful in things that you do and you put your mind to. So that tells me about your personality. The last card that you got is the Three of Swords. And when I look at that, what does it show you? Right? So when I see that, it tells me about your heart. So when I see that, it tells me also about something that you're holding on to. It sounds like, to me, when it comes to my mind, it could be about your relationship, some heartbreak, some grief that's going on, maybe something that should have taken place, but it has not. It's really a burden on you. So I think it's time to probably have a tough conversation. I think probably somebody at this point feels like they got probably complacent, and now's the time to maybe sit down and figure things out and see where things should be or where things should have been. I think too much time, I think, has transpired, and either we need to put the train on track and get it fixed, or decisions need to be made. I don't know. Is she even talking? Lauren, I've got you. I didn't forget about you, hon. Oh, you're welcome, Nelda. Hannah says yes. I didn't read your name, Lauren. I'm sorry. Yes. Oh, you're welcome, Nelda. Hannah, is this even on track at all about reading the cards to you? That's so true. I'm trying to figure it out and put myself on track. Yeah. So I feel that once you have maybe it's going to take, I don't know, maybe it's going to take a couple of conversations, but once you start having the conversation, you're going to figure out what needs to be done. It's not going to be easy, but think about what to do and how to do it before you do it, and don't do it while you are emotional. We do things wrong. We are emotional and don't say the right words correctly when we are. And I always tell people about doing things when we are emotional, because it never ends up the right way. So just be careful. Yes. I didn't get the lady's name, but that you were both for the reading. This was for Hannah. And Angela was reading Nilda. I read for Nilda just a second ago. Then I was reading for Hannah. And now Angela's going to read for Hannah. Yes.
All
there
right.
we go. I got it right. Confused me for a minute. All right.
Yeah, so again, let's see what we have for Hannah. So the first rune I get for Hannah is Thorosauce. So this is the rune of caution, boundaries, sharp things, risk. I'm getting the sense of risk, the sense of sharpness, like surrounded. I feel hedged in type of feeling. And with this Thorosauce, it's like you're hedged in all around, and I actually see a little cottage with thorns around it. The next rune I got for Hannah is Yara. So Yara is harvest. And this is also 1 year as well, like the full year. I'm getting the impression of this, like your patience is going to pay off, is what I'm hearing from this room. Like your patience is going to pay off from this. In the next room, I got is Nadis. So Nadis is the room of necessity. It's the emergency where you're in a situation where you need fire, and this is two sticks being rubbed together to start fire when you're caught out in a storm and kind of in an unplanned emergency kind of situation. But this rune is also for protection, and I'm hearing from this rune like not to worry, not to worry. It's going to work out. It's going to work out. Don't worry, it'll work out, because it also represents protection, a love, and represents a kind of, and also on more of the energy side, helps with things like that connection with lucid dreaming and higher realms and things like that. But the room is assuring me that it's going to work out. It's going to work out. You don't have to worry so much.
All right, here. All right. Let's see what the cards say for Lauren. I think Standing Stones fell asleep. Then we got one more after Lauren. All right, here. All right, Lauren, let's see what we got here.
Standing Stones.
Oh, he's here. He said, ha ha. He said, my friend didn't understand him, my mate. Okay. All right, Lauren. Let me click on you here. All right, so I got your cards out here. And see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of wands. 10 of wand cards. So when I see the 10 of wand cards, it tells me a lot about a person. It tells me that you are a hard worker. You stress. You achieve a lot. You're very responsible. But sometimes you feel like you're a burden to people. You see that a lot in people. But I do pick up on your energy. You got a strong soul and a good heart. But the next card is very interesting. It shows me that the Lover's card, right? And the Lover's card shows me about your values, about the people that you choose, about your relationship and your love, about yourself and about other people. How you align yourself with the universe in the choices you make. It's very strong. You got a moral, good characterization with you in some of your sound decisions, which is very awesome. You're a good moral judger about people, and you're a good philosopher. So that's awesome. Very good person. The last card I got is the Two of Swords. When I see the Two of Swords in reverse, right, that tells me about the individual. And what I think the card's trying to tell me is sometimes you can do things too much at one time, and you can get overloaded with a bunch of information. And sometimes that can cause indecisions, but not all the time. You do make great decisions, but don't let others confuse you. You are good with correcting people and setting people straight, but you're polite in how you do it. You're a very knowledgeable person, so I admire that. Very good soul. Does that resonate? Being empathic must help. Yes, absolutely. Good soul. All right, Angela, after you. That's interesting.
Yeah. Also, I got drawn towards
kidney stones.
Of blood.
Oh, you're welcome, Hannah. I hope you get that taken care of. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
First rune I got is Berkana. So Berkana is the mother goddess rune. This is protection or her protection. And I got that that you are well protected, that you do look out for yourself, and it's more intellectual. It's like you are so smart that you understand and you catch on very, very quickly to what's going on around you. So you're able to stop problems before they start with people. The next rune I have is Algies. So Algies is the rune of sanctuary, protection. I've got that you have a very strong shield around you. That you put a very strong shield around you. Like you put boundaries up so strong that that you're not going to let anybody cross those boundaries. So this is like your very strong protection. Like I've got this giant shield. You're not going to go around it. You're not going to get through it. Forget about it. The next rune I have is Feyu. So Feyu is mobile wealth. It's money. Originally, Feyu meant cow. That was how we exchanged wealth. We used cattle. And this is usually mobile wealth, like cash on hands type of thing. So what I'm seeing with money is like you're really good with money, like managing money, managing finances. It's like it's something that you even enjoy doing, you're fascinated by. It feels like that you are very good with it, and that you can spend a little bit, you can splurge a little bit without being worried about splurging too much, that your discipline and your knowledge is right there protecting you.
Yes, my mother's 80th birthday would have been yesterday. I was thinking of her and something said, look out the window. I did. And there was a little bird looking in at me. Wow. That was your mother. So yes, awesome. That is so wonderful. All right. I just clicked on her name and I deleted it. What's her name? I'm sorry. I'm going back through the comments. She's been waiting. Oh, you know your name. Speak up. I'm sorry. You're out here. You're waiting for your Patricia Bond. There you go. Are you still here, Patricia? I saw her name. I couldn't think of it. Patricia. I think she just, you're welcome, Lauren. Thanks for letting us read you. It was very wonderful. I really know you. Okay, you're here. I got a special one for you, Patricia. Thanks for letting us read you. Yeah. All right. All right, Patricia. So earlier when I clicked on your name, I got the Beatles song, Let It Be. So when I get that, it tells me that there's some things going on in your life. So what's going on in your life, Patricia? Let's see what the cards say. Just curious. You don't have to tell me. Cards will tell me. I'm just curious. Let's see what the cards say. Uh-oh. All right, Patricia, now I am going to ask, what's going on in your life? I'm going to pull 5 cards. All right. Is she answering or is she typing? I wish we knew if they were typing. All right. All right, so the first card I've got, let's see here, a maybe, a yes, a yes, a no, a yes. Okay, so it's a maybe, a yes, a yes, a no, a yes. So, all right, what are you thinking? A friend found out she has cancer and a neighbor's passed. Okay, all right. So let's tie that into some of these cards and help me tell me if this resonates. So the first thing I see, the first card you got is the 6 of Wands, or swords, sorry. And when you see the 6 of Swords, you see what's going on, right? The person's in the boat and they're sailing away. And when they're sailing away, we're talking about the rite of passage, I feel the cards are telling me, and I feel that you have some regretful in you, but you need to let go of this regretfulness and some of this regrets for this transition that you need to go through. I don't know what you're holding on to that you feel bad about or holding into inside. The next card that you got is the Temperance card, and it is in reverse. And when you see this in reverse, it tells me about you, and it tells about self-doubt, and it talks about refusal, and I think about self-examination. We look at ourselves, and we don't look at ourselves like we should. I don't know if it's like looking in the mirror, we're not happy with what we look like, or if we're not happy about the life that we live. We're just not happy about where we're at in life. But I don't know if it's the decisions we made that caused us to be where we're at, or the route in life that we have taken, that if you thought that if you've taken different routes that it would change that. But when I look at your next card, it's the Ace of Wands, right? And when you get the Ace of Wands, it tells me about your personality, that you have inspiration inside of you, that you have the power, that you have creations, you have the beginnings, you have potential to alter things in the mind state, your creative mind state, to alter the future of your life. But we always hear how you have to break the chains of bondage to set yourself free. You can break these chains, but why the self-doubt? I don't understand why there's doubt. But it seems like there's got to be some forgiveness somewhere. And the reason why I say that is when I look at the Three of Swords, right? It's in reverse. The Three of Swords is this, is, I don't know why you have all this pain. I don't know what's causing this pain or this hurt. I don't know, I don't know if it's because of what you told me about your friend or the passing and the cancer. I don't know. But I think there's more to it that you're not letting out or leading up to be. But if you cannot release the pain, you're not going to be able to forgive. And I'll say this, and I won't say it on the air. I see your scars. Okay. I see what you've been through. You're a very tough woman. So I admire you for that. And I see your struggles you had in your past. You have beat the statistics in life. So I admire you for that and praise you. But the next card I've got is the Six of Pentacles, and it is in reverse. And when I see the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it talks about your personality. It talks about that you do have a sort of a perfection to you about certain things in life, but sometimes you kind of lack the ambition. That I don't know if you fall short on things, that you do things and you're just, I don't know, that you lose kind of like interest in some things, or I don't know, but it's there. But we need to kind of spark that and give you that spark back. But there is also something that is outside of your cards that is hindering you, that is from the past that you kind of seem like you tucked away, and you try to bury it, but it's not deep enough. And the more you bury it, the more it's surfacing. So I think you're going to have to deal with that one way or another. But once you put the Band-Aid on that for good and heal it, I think you're going to be a whole lot better off. However, remember that the Ace of Wands cards is your ace in the hole. You got the inspiration, you have the power, you can get through all this. A lot of people depend on you, so don't forget that. You are a strong person. You wouldn't be where you're at now if you were not, and you would not be where you're at now if you do not go through, I say, the briars through life, right? The stickers and the thorns. That's why you have the scars and the marks on you. You had them, but not well enough. You earned them, but those what made you what you are today. So I admire you for that. Does that resonate at all? I'm not even. Oh, okay. Here she is. Hey, Jeff, welcome. All right. She says, I'm working on self-doubt. I was told for many years I'll never be good enough. Well, see, and here's the problem, Patricia, is that people will plant that seed. And when they plant that seed in somebody, that seed will grow and that will taint yourself. And you will always fall short. And this is where the Six of Pentacle cards come in, your last card, because I pulled extra cards for you, 2 extra cards. I wanted to see the outlay of you. And this is where the lacking of ambition and focus comes into. This is where you keep falling short, because when people plant that seed, you're always going to think that. You're always going to self-doubt that. But if we remove that from you, you know, the Ace of Wands tells me the personality that you are and the soul that you have. Break those bondage chains and you're going to be good. However, you need to have, and I know it sounds like I tell everybody that tough conversation, you know, that conversation you need to have with that somebody that's close to you about some issues. And I think if you do that, that's going to help you out a lot. You are a great person. Once you get moving, nothing's going to stop you. So you're good to go. I see a lot of good things because a lot of people actually look up to you. The cards show me that. But we need to let go of the regretfulness, because the rite of passage is yours to own. It's yours. Take a hold of it, you know, own it, and don't doubt it. Ain't that right, Angela?
Exactly.
All right. Standing stones. Yes. I'll let Angela start it. Angela,
Okay.
she's like, Angela, run for me, run for me. All right.
Okay, so the first rune I got for standing stones is
Yeah, Nelda.
Siluro.
Anytime, Nelda, reach out to me.
This is the rune of success. This is the rune of epiphany, wonderment, like coming to that sudden realization. And for you, it feels like you can see the success ahead of you. Like you see this bright light and it's like, it's right there. I'm going to go right towards it. The next rune I have, this one is an empty one, so I'll put that one aside. That just means we need to go into the next one. So the next rune I got is Tidewe. So Tidewe, here, this is coming up a lot. This is the Tears rune. This is an oath. This is a vow. This is Odin's spear. This is pointing to North Star. I'm getting success. I'm hearing success. Like this means success. Like in your case, victory, success. Like I made it. I've achieved exactly what I was set out to do. And then the last rune I got is Uru. So Uru is strength, and also the drizzling rain. What I get off of this rune is strength. To hold on to that success. It's like you've come so far. Now you're very, very strong. I'm also getting like now you're in a much stronger position than you were in the past. With this success that has come to you. You feel more secure. You're actually in a much stronger position in life. And then I just had one more rune. I just wanted just one more rune just in case. So the next rune I got is Wunyo. So Wunyo is joy. So fresh start. So a fresh start in a stronger position in life. You see this success in front of you. You actually, it manifests this and you're just like, wow, I'm such a position of success and strength right now. It brings you great joy.
So it's interesting. The message of oracles, message of comic oracle cards, right? If I can get that in the camera here. Here we go. So I pulled 2 cards for standing stones. And the first one says, never forget how resilient you are. You always bounce back. So what does that mean to you, first off? Because I don't know, that doesn't mean anything to me. But this does mean something to me, to you. It says, give yourself credit for doing a good job, this whole living thing. So that tells me that seems like you changed some things in life and in your living style, right? You made some changes in other things in your lifestyle as well. So it's very interesting. So, oh, damn, that jumped right on my hand. Let's see what that card says. Hold on. Oh, okay. It's the same one. I was like, all right, freaked me out. Make sure it's not a doll. All right. He says, wow. Yeah. All right. Standing Stone says, wow. Thanks, Crystal. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we got everybody in tonight, and we tucked some people into bed. Oh, you're all welcome. Thanks for letting us read you guys, ladies and gentlemen. It was an honor. So it was a pleasure. And don't forget, tomorrow at 4 p.m. the marathon starts. Yeah, it's like almost a 6-hour marathon. I think we're gonna do like 3 or 4 shows back to back. It's gonna be something. So yeah, make sure and tune in for that, ladies and gentlemen. And from coast to coast around the world, Godspeed, everybody. Everybody have a good night, and reach out to us if you need anything. If not, we'll see you on the next show tomorrow. And Godspeed. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks, Angela. Good night.
Well, thank you.